Welcome to Conflict News 24. Some new stories for you. First one is from Germany, where a coup has been foiled. A coup attempt has been foiled. Some former military officers and police officers have tried to stage a coup in Europe, in Germany. Secondly, Russia-Ukraine conflict. Russia says it is ready to consider security guarantees if offered by NATO. NATO expansion was one of the main causes behind start of Russia-Ukraine conflict. This core issue is unresolved. Macron spoke about this core issue a few hours ago. Then Russia responded. And lastly, we heard East Congo conflict, where M23 fighters are giving in to regional pressure. They have agreed to withdraw from areas under their control. They issued a statement a few hours ago after talks held in Nairobi, Kenya came to a close. Firstly, viewers, Germany coups in Europe are rare. Mostly we hear about coups in Africa, especially West Africa is prone to coups, but now Europe too. In Germany, since this morning, thousands of raids have been conducted, hundreds of searches have been made, and at least 25 arrests are being confirmed. A coup attempt has been foiled in Germany. Who tried to stage a coup? Former members of police, former members of security forces, members of military, they formed a group. They were planning to seize the control of the parliament and seize power, but timely action was taken and this attempt has been foiled. A Russian lady has also been arrested in connection with this coup attempt, Vitalia B. According to some news sources, no statement from Russian government so far. Is this coup attempt linked to Russia-Ukraine conflict? Because we know that Germany is the worst affected country from Russia-Ukraine conflict, because Germany was importing half of its gas from Russia. Russia suspended gas supplies to Germany in April, I think, this year. Gradually, it stopped all supplies of gas to Germany, and we have seen massive demonstrations in Germany because gas prices, energy prices are going up in Germany, and gas rationing is being done. Coming winter, crucial testing winter for Germans. They are protesting against German government support for Ukraine. We have seen massive rallies in different parts of Germany. And Germany, economists say, is on the verge of recession, if not already in recession. So is this coup attempt linked to worsening economic conditions in Germany? It is being said that the coup plotters are followers of QAnon ideology. QAnon ideology is about some conspiracy theories that some deep states are ruling countries. We heard about QAnon theory when Trump was in power in US. Now it is being heard in Germany too. Far right members of QAnon theory cult, they have been arrested. Reportedly 25 arrests being confirmed. So I don't think it's linked to the ongoing Russia-Ukraine conflict. Some local groups, they tried to stage a coup, but timely intelligence helped intelligence agencies, security forces to foil this attempt in Germany. Secondly, viewers, Russia-Ukraine conflict. At the core of this conflict is NATO's expansion. NATO, led by US, has been trying to get close to Russian borders. NATO deployed its long-range weapons in Poland, in some other countries. NATO And Russia feared that Ukraine could join NATO and NATO would be right at the doorstep of Russia. That led to start of Russia-Ukraine conflict. One of the reasons behind the start of this conflict was NATO's expansion. And in December last year, reportedly, Russia shared some security concerns with NATO. Russia wanted some security guarantees from NATO. It was demanding the removal of NATO's long-range arms from close to Russian territories, and it wanted assurance that Ukraine would not join NATO. Assurances were not given, and we saw that war broke out in February this year. Yesterday, Macron, French president, talked about the solution to Russia-Ukraine conflict. Macron was in Washington. He returned from there. Then he spoke about the solution. He said NATO should give some assurances, security guarantees to Russia to find a solution to this conflict between Russia and Ukraine. And Russia seems to be welcoming this gesture of goodwill, this gesture of positivity from France. Russian Deputy Foreign Minister spoke today saying that West NATO should, if they offered security guarantees to Russia, Russia would consider the security guarantee. So what is needed is a joint effort to resolve the Russia-Ukraine conflict. It cannot be resolved by just Russia and Ukraine. Entire Europe, NATO, US are involved. NATO is expanding. Finland, Sweden are going to be new members of NATO. Process is underway. Ukraine has also applied for NATO membership, though it has not become a part of NATO so far. That is why security guarantees from NATO to Russia could prove helpful in resolving this conflict. Question is, does NATO want to resolve this conflict? And what about US? Does US want to resolve this conflict, or continuation of this conflict suits US? Europe becoming weak, US becoming stronger, Russia becoming weak as well. And that is what was said by Scholz, Michael, EU's president, a few days ago, when he said that Europe was suffering more than US, especially economically due to Russia-Ukraine war. So, does NATO want to end this conflict? Lastly, viewers, East Congo conflict, where it seems that Congolese opposition M23 fighters are giving in to regional pressure. They have been advancing since April this year to take control of new territories in East Congo. They took control of Kiwanja, Rutshuru city, Rugari, Kibumba. They were moving towards Goma city, but in April, East Africa community countries decided to stop M23 fighters in East Congo by deploying East Africa community countries soldiers in East Congo. Kenyan soldiers arrived in Congo a few days ago. Then South Sudan announced to send its troops. Ugandan troops announced, but they have not arrived in Congo. Burundi's troops arrived too. So, a major regional counteroffensive on M23 positions was about to start. Before that, diplomatic efforts were underway. We saw first summit in Luanda, Angola a few days ago. And after that, ceasefire came into force on the 25th of November in East Congo. Then in Nairobi, Kenya, 7-day long talks were held. Yesterday came to a close. And after that, last night, M23 fighters issued a statement agreeing to withdraw from areas under their control. M23 fighters have mentioned 3 points in the statement. They say they are respecting the ceasefire announced on the 25th of November. Secondly, they are ready to withdraw from areas under their control. And thirdly, They want to meet East Africa Community Country Platform facilitators, who is mainly Uhuru Kenyatta, former Kenyan president, and M23 fighters want direct talks with DRC government as well. So this conflict seems to be coming to a close, at least between M23 fighters and Congolese government. But a lot remains to be done. Who will ensure the withdrawal of these M23 fighters? Who will replace M23 fighters? Will Tutsis be protected? So a lot remains to be seen, but it seems that regional effort has put pressure upon M23 fighters, and Rwanda too, who allegedly backs M23 fighters. We know that US, EU, and African countries, they have been criticizing Rwanda for backing M23 fighters. Rwanda has been under pressure. 2 days ago, Anthony Blinken called Paul Kagame, Rwandan president, telling Rwanda to stop support of M23 fighters. It seems that international regional pressure has worked. M23 fighters are going to withdraw. Ceasefire is holding, but a lot needs to be done. There are dozens, more than 100 armed factions operating in East Congo. Neighboring countries are involved too. Uganda, Rwanda, and Burundi's troops are there. And their opposition groups are also based in Congo, who carry out attacks in these countries from Congolese soil. There are ethnic issues as well. Hutu, Tutsi conflict, some Ugandan groups, and especially some Rwandan Hutu groups are operating in East Congo. FDLR is Hutu opposition fighters group from Rwanda operating in East Congo. M23 are Tutsis. So now when Tutsi M23 fighters are withdrawing, will FDLR withdraw from East Congo? Several questions. We will find answers in coming days. Thank you for watching.